Hi, this is Jean, and I have my Stitching Piece store on Facebook. Today is Sunday, February 9th, and I would like to share some of my patterns with you and my buttons. I generally am a button company, and I also do patterns to go with them. And I want to show you some of the main technique that I use in making my stuff. This is one of my latest patterns, and it is My Feather Tree. And I want to show you how simple it is to make this. I start with cutting my background fabric and my strips, my border strips. And you just sew them around, and then I press it. I take a Frixion pin, and you can get these at fabric stores or quilt stores. And what's nice about them is if you make a mistake tracing your tree on or whatever you're drawing, and if you make a mistake, if you just apply an iron on it, it will erase it, won't leave anything on your fabric, and you can just start over. So you're not wasting your time just over and over and making, these mistakes and with stuff that you can't use. Then I take a piece of batting and I cut it to size. And I always sew through both thicknesses because I like the texture that it gives afterwards. I use 2 strands of floss. I pin it pretty good so that it doesn't shift while you're stitching it. That helps a lot. So always make sure you pin your work. The next thing I do is I cut a border about 2 inches all the way around, larger than the piece itself. And then what I do is I wrap it around to the front, and I tuck it under and I pin it. And then all I do is just stitch it down. And you can tell on this one here that that's all I did to finish that, was just a little running stitch all the way around it to finish it. And you can hang it up with a wire, or you could put it in a frame, however you wanted to display it. These are the buttons that are on that particular pattern. There are 13 of them. And the pattern is available from me. And it has the directions on how I made this, the sizes of everything. And it's a really simple stitch. I mean, it wouldn't even take you one evening to make the entire thing. I want to show you some of my other things that I make or have made. These patterns are available. This is Winter Piecework. It's made with the 3 snowmen. The 3 buttons make up the 1 snowman. A Friend Loveth at All Times. And this has the little bird and the snowman's face, so then you don't have to try to draw the carrot or anything. I made it simple for you. This is Winter is Snow Much Fun, and really it's not, but it has the little red bird and he's on ice skates. And this is a Winter Welcome. He's a very long piece, but he's an easy stitch. I use fusible web to adhere my fabrics onto my background fabric. I use lightweight. I get it at the big box store. And, if you get 1 yard, it'll do like maybe, 30 wall hangings or more. So it goes a long ways, and it's worth it because then your fabric pieces don't shift when you're trying to stitch it. I've recently started hand cutting buttons, and it's a whole new thing for me, but I love the primitive look that it gives. And I've done several different styles and different things. This is a little beehive, and I have used this on a spring pattern that I haven't released yet. I've also done the same thing where I've cut them out and put 1 hole at the top to make them into ornaments. I do a lot of ornaments, as you can see, with the little feather tree. And I like to just make little shapes and paint them also. I use generally DNC floss, 2 strands. If I use 3, sometimes I'll use 3 if I want it, to be more dominant on my piece. But generally it's just 2 strands, and it's very easy to stitch with them. I have tried wool and stuff, which I love too. And I like it with the primitive look, so I look to be doing more of that in the future. I'm hoping to post every week. I have a lot of new stuff coming. I don't know how many patterns I've been doing in the last month, getting ready for spring and also looking towards fall. I'm stitching today. So keep watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. This is all new to me. I love it. I love making buttons. I've done them for 35 years. I glaze. I have a little kiln that I work with. At one time, I had a business making buttons. We made over 500,000 buttons a year. I had 15 employees, and I sold it in 1989. And just getting back to it in the last like 10 years. And I do it mainly just because I love them so much. So stay tuned. Follow me on Facebook, My Stitching Piece Store. Thanks so much. And remember, love one another.